Okay. It's about 50 pounds of books here. I don't know what the original label says. 31 pounds originally, but that probably wasn't filled with books. It's not heavy books. I got it thinking. Okay. Whew. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Hope your weekend's starting well. I put in a few hours at another branch today because they're short-staffed and they have a lot of books to show. So I'm actually going to hit my limit of 27 hours for the week. Yes, 27 hours is a maximum that part-time employees can work for the city of Omaha. I understand that. I think they put it in there, and yes, they are very. What's the word I'm looking for? Very strict on that. There's some good stuff in there. Oh, nice stuff. So yeah, so I did 2 hours there. I'm gonna do 5 hours tomorrow. That'll finish my week. Submit my paycheck, and I get money next week. Okay, let's start in here. We got two piles, some oversized stuff here. This is actually not a naughty cover, but erotic massage. I think this came. I got this, picked this up. It's another interest I have. I don't get to. There's photos in here. I don't get to practice safe sex as much as I want, or any sex for that matter. But hey, be prepared, as the Boy Scouts say. Then we have. I think that was a freebie at work. We have Coria dai Piccoli. This is an Italian book. I might have bought this when I was in Italy. There is the barcode. Yeah, 40 euros. I think what this was a picture. Yeah, this was a history of Italian comics. I think I bought it when I was on tour. Next we have, this is a big one. This is a good one. You should get this. The Comics, an illustrated history of comic strip art, 1995 to 2010 by Jerry Robinson. Yes, just look up Jerry Robinson. He is one of the founding fathers of American comics, I guess you could say. And $40 from Dark Horse. Now, it's probably out of print 10 years ago. It's probably out of print. Quite pricey online, but hey, try and find it. Here we have Winter Stars Mary Perkins on Stage, Volume 2, Classic Comics Press. Again, this was a freebie. But nice reprints. Again, master artist of the old story strip form. Next we have quite a few books here. A whole pile of stuff here. Albums from, what's her name again? Cinebook. Cinebook is a British publisher of French albums aimed at kids, mid-teens. So we have, all these are Lucky Lukes. I'm just going to show you all. Excuse me. These are all generally about $10, which is not bad. Not in any particular, I don't think from the Franco-Belgian run. It might be out of order. That I don't know if there is any continuity in there, but still, they do not have the asterisk line. That's Orion, and now Papercuts has it. Here we have a Asterisk Obelix Birthday of the Golden Book, which is an anniversary-ish edition. This was Orion. Barnes & Noble imported it, $15. Oh my. Comics, history, not bad. Ooh, this is good. Hirschfeld's British Isles, October 2005. Advanced Uncorrected Proof. This is an ARC. This was Applause Publications. omnibus books in the UK. Let's see. Doesn't say what it's about. Things he did overseas. I think these are just British authors that he illustrated. British authors, British actors he illustrated while in the U.S. I don't know if he ever went overseas and did any illustration. Oh, this is a good one. This is worth a blog in and of itself as well. This I got as a used book when I was working at Barnes & Noble, and it is, and here you can see what I paid for it, $20, slipcased. This is the campaign books for New York City 2012 Olympics, which went to London. You have, for everyone, I'll have home field advantage. So here we have volume 1, which candidate file for the games of the 30th Olympiad, 15 November 2004. Here is the plan. They have a Major X. Yes, they were going to stage the Olympics in New York City. Could have done it. The Olympic Village would have been on the Brooklyn waterfront, which later got developed. This is, I think, the executive summary. So you have concept and legacy, political and economic climate and structure, legal aspects, customs and immigration formalities, environmental meteorology, finance, and marketing. So not a lot of, I think this is, oh, wow. So here's 2 examples. Here's why it didn't happen. They wanted to build an Olympic Stadium over by Hudson Yards. It was now Hudson Yards. And of course, Madison Square Garden, put the kibosh on that. Without that stadium to go through and the local backlash, the Olympic Committee didn't really appreciate that. Here we have volume 2, much thicker, which is sports and venues, Paralympic Games, Olympic Village. So this is the meat of the thing. And here we have plans and access. For example, volleyball. Site plan, site access. This would have been Williamsburg Waterfront Park. So that's beach volleyball. So there is a picture, specifics. There are the layouts. So if you wanted to, you could recreate this on and then fold outs. Responsibility for venue development. It's in the middle. Calendar of competitions, all this stuff. Chapter 10 is interesting because it is the Olympic Village, it looks like. And yes, you even have floor plans for various officials and athletes. And then on the 3rd volume, it is medical services, security, accommodation, transport, technology, media operations, Olympism, and culture. So the behind-the-scenes stuff. How are you going to further? It's a beautiful picture of Grand Central. How are you going to further the ideals of the Olympics? So there you have it, 3 volumes. God knows what they are now, worth now. Some people have done websites on this after the fact, saying, here's what could have been. Could have been. But yeah. Again, the armchair architect in me just loves this sort of thing, especially about New York. Oh, and here talking about armchair architect. think I got this for free. This was, yes, New York, Illustrated History. Ken Burns and Rick Burns, 1999. Great, one of those rare books that's both a great text history as well as a great picture history. And as I said, how I got this was Barnes & Noble had a Christmas breakfast, holiday breakfast of sorts, for staff and of this New York City bookstores at the time. And what they did is Random House sponsored it, and they went out and they basically said, here's all the stuff we're publishing for the holidays. We'd appreciate it if you could sell it. And Rick Burns was a special guest. They did a sneak preview of the book, of the whole series, the PBS series. And then they gave us, this was a free gift. He autographed it. All three of them autographed it. That's Rick Burns, James Sanders, Lisa Adis, I think. Ken Burns, yeah, was one of them. And we sold hundreds of these during the holiday. I just built a little skyscraper out of them on the floor and just, yeah. Still a great book. There is the barcode, $50, $60. But again, there are great text histories of New York. There are great picture histories of New York. This includes both. And watch the TV series. It's a great video series. And the soundtrack is pretty good too. I own that too. Next, other pile. Yeah, making good time. What's Up with Richard? MetaKids Explains Leukemia. American Cancer Society. Who's the artist? John Tadeo? Yep. I guess. Anyway, nonfiction books. Proto comics, early comics. Bayeux Tapestry. If you've read Understanding Comics by Scott McCloud, you understand why I have this. Because basically, this is a really long comic strip telling, well, just Google Bayeux Tapestry and you'll get the full story. This is all in French, so I'm not going to read it. I think I got that for free too, but no one else. Ah, yes. I mentioned it last time. I'll mention. Yesterday we mentioned it. Earlier we mentioned it. Here's book one of Leave It a Chance, Shaman's Ring. This is a $14. It was a $14 book. Again, though, just wonderful artwork, great characters, great setting. Wow. I really wish Image or whoever, James Robinson, Paul Smith, Jeremy Cox, get together, figure it out, just put out an omnibus. By the way, I know it's a bit late, but that's what I'm drinking tonight or this afternoon before dinner. Next, part of the webcomic, we have Girl Genius, and this is volume 9, book 9. Agatha Heterodyne and the Heirs of the Storm. On hardcover, I think it was a Kickstarter thing. You had to buy it in advance. I don't know. Oh my. What premium or whatever I ordered with this, but again, there you go. Paperbacks are readily available, and the webcomic is readily available. You can read that right now. Here we have, again, a Barnes & Noble signing, Sophie Crumb, Evolution of a Crazy Artist. Yes. And they were both there. So, yes, I have a book autographed by R. Crumb from 2010 and by Sophie Crumb. But all of her artwork. So it's kind of cool to see her, the daughter of a master artist, how she has improved from, grade school all the way to now. Big Book of Conspiracies by Paradox Press. Again. Okay, I'll be up in a moment. Nice selection of stories, various artists. The truth is in here somewhere. I don't know where. Where's the lies, though? That's a good question. Here we have, this was an arc, just to show you what the book would be like, but it's actually lions and tigers and crocs. Oh my. Girls Before Swan. So, again, fake cover on an old book, just so they know what it looks like. Here we have the Big Book of Vice. We have, I don't know if that's valid as well. It looks like a UPC, yeah. But if you look close enough, you'll see the ISBN there. But again, you can search by these titles. Big Book of Death, good book. Especially the back. Here we have writing and illustrating the graphic novel, all new edition by Daniel Cooney. It's an accomplished comics writer, educator, illustrator, several graphic novels. Teaches at Academy of Art University in San Francisco. Okay, there's a few warning signs. There's one I've never heard of. And the Academy of Art is I think a for-profit school. I think it's run into problems. It might even have been closed. But whenever I look at how-to books, that was free, so I didn't buy it. But whenever I look at how-to books, I always say, who does this? Do I recognize the artist? Will Eisner? Yeah. Bern Hogarth? Heck yeah. Stanley? John Buscema? Yes. Anyway, usually not bad. It gives information inside, but take it with a grain of salt. Big Book of Weirdos by Gain Wilson. Great guy. He passed away, unfortunately, but look for his comics. I'm sure you've seen him, especially if you ever read Playboy. Here we have the Big Book of Grimm, which might have been one of their last books they published under Paradox. This is a bargain book, meaning Barnes & Noble reprinted it from the original Paradox edition. That's what it says in here. Yeah, 1999. Cliff Chang. Title page illustration by Tony Duran. Oh, here we are. Yeah. So, and then we have, nice big thick book here. The Golden Collection of Classic Crazy Cool Kids Comics by Craig Yo, forward by Mo Williams. Again, Craig Yo does these wonderful collections. This is IDW, Yo Books. They do a lot of his stuff. And this is just wonderful kids comics, selected by him, collected by him, curated by him, under different subjects. $35. Great big book treasury of kids comics. And then last, we have More Praise for Everyone Has the Right to My Opinion, which is Michael Ramirez, Pulitzer Prize winning cartoonist. There's the title page. One of the few conservative editorial cartoonists that actually does a decent job. There we go. Here's two 9/11 cartoons. But yeah, take a look for his work. Yeah, he's a Pulitzer Prize winner, so he's got to be decent. And that, not a whole lot of books, but boy, were they heavy. And there you are. So, please ignore that phone call. She'll get you upstairs. Oh, yeah, it's spam. Marvelous spam. So, 20 minutes. Pretty short. Dinner awaits. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you'll see me real soon. Till then, bye. Do not pick your nose while you're in